Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live, and this is PCM World Cup UK 24, presented by the IMA, hosted by PCM UK, sponsored by Silent and Alcon. Get your PCM 24 and Tour de France 24 copy June 6th on Steam and other digital platforms. Joining me is Sean Cole and IMA 90th as our silent director. Hi, Sean.
How are we doing? It's nice to be back very quickly after our last final.
All right, quick update. We have major breaking news at this point. Yubi is alive. Not only is alive, he has given signs and proof of life in our stream chat. Welcome, Yubi. Welcome also to Hushi. They were talking about the ITT. Baba is also there, I believe. I think this Babu 173 should be Baba. So welcome, guys, to the chat. Sean, we have a TTT final to go. Last one of the day, but not last one of the World Cup. Looking at the finalists, and here they are. For this final, we will have. Wait, UB is in the reserve room. Okay, this is the final. So, finalists are Joseph Whiteley, Ghosty, Hulicles, Ibra. Oh, this is CTT. Never mind. I was going to say this is the same lobby. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Basso,
yeah.
Hulicles, Hillings, Hushi, Joe Whiteley, Copy, Ibra, and Ghosty. So, we have Copy, another ITT very well known face, one of the legends as well from the previous lobby. Ghosty, Ibra, Joe. Um, Hulicles and Basso. Not sure if Hashi was there. I don't think so. I may be right. It was Snake.
Hush
So,
is there, but Hubi is not. An update though is that Kopi is not able to be here, meaning Snake has returned to the ITT final as
so
well. Big
it's almost
possibility
the
for Snake.
same lobby then, with the exception of Hillings replacing current world champion Daniel Miko.
And then yeah,
Hush
it's
in
pretty much exactly the same there. Riverside swapping out
replaced by
as
Hush. Yeah.
well, but Snake joining in, yeah, for Hush. So 6 of the 8 made both lobbies.
So copy not present means that we will have, as Sean said, we will have who?
We have Snake joining us, and of course,
Ah, Snake. Okay.
all positive messaging out to Kopi, hoping everything is all right there, knowing he had to step away late. So many positive thoughts to Kopi.
So we're going into the parcours as soon as Emir remembers that he is alive and well. And the parcours dictate here pretty much two short slash normal ITTs. First one is Leeds, then Carcassonne with 73.5 kilometers. This one is the exception, the biggie. And then we go to Lanzada di Campomovo, a very short one, but a climbing one, 13 kilometers. Sean talks about these parcours.
So the Leeds parkour is obviously the simplest. It is basically a pure flat TTT, obviously with some undulations to make things slightly interesting. But I expect that one to be the closest. The 73, it is a goddamn doozy. Sorry for my French there, but oh, it is going to be hell for the riders. It takes like so many minutes. And then we got the Mountain TT, which uh, there's been rumors around of bugs and things around, so it'll be interesting to see how people play that one. But it is a short TTT, so not sure people will be able to even kill their bars enough to use anything extra they found there. But we'll have to see. Think this will be decided by randomness on stage 1, and then by who really does have the best strats on stage 2 and 3.
All right, stage three, short but punchy with I'm assuming lots of steep climbing there. Any thoughts, any insights on what could be the strategy for it specifically?
Strategy for which one?
The third one, because it's short, but there's a lot of punchiness into it with the all the climbing there.
I mean, I think it's about paying attention to the very specific gradients. We'll see when we get into that third stage. There's some sections over 15% and some sections at 3. And so just kind of managing your speed as you crest those climbs and such, I think will be really crucial. Uh, don't know the gaps here between folks, but I think there could be gaps even up to 30 seconds on that final stage.
Right, and we are racing home because it is land of PCM UK in Leeds, and we are both PCM UK commentators, and a PCM UK member is, well, two are present in the form of Joseph Whiteley and Ibra, and we are underway.
And Hillings there for
And
PCM
Hillings,
UK as
tree,
well.
sorry, yes, I almost forgot Hillings. So tree, there's quite the chances for PCM UK here for a good result. And I'm going to tell you that outright I would point at least two of those three, Hillings and Ibra, as possible medalists here. Joe as well, always, obviously. But then we have some legends like Holy Cools, also some outsiders like Snake and Hush is also a very good ITT player. It's a stacked lobby. Thoughts on your favorite for today?
I'm gonna go with Ibra. I think there was a reason. We know how hard Ibra likes to try, uh, based on our own personal work, and I think what folks have seen otherwise. But I think Ibra is in good position here. Ibra will be the first TTT rider in all of these lobbies, though, riding with Tunisia. So we'll have to pay attention to riders as Ibra will be the first to cross the intermediate checks, followed by Basso in the Slovakian jersey.
All right, quick sound check confirmation. Is my sound
Absolutely
decent enough?
loud and clear. It's perfect there as we see Ibra heading into this descent.
All right, we are seeing all our participants already spread out on the road. Some already into the, or all of them already into the downhill, I believe. Uh, we have now Hailing Zubjerg, Snake Rushrunner, Tarling for the Ghost Man. And I believe, like Sean reminded us as well, Ivor with the Tunisian team will be the first to cross all the checkpoints, and we are waiting on the first one.
So we'll just want
1.7
to follow
kilometers.
along here. Um, Luckily to see low wind here on this first stage as well, meaning that won't make a difference. As Ibra comes through with 15:41 and Basso in good position as well, even well at the same time. And here comes Joe
Same
Whiteley.
time, wow. 9 seconds for Joe Whiteley, and now Tomas for Holy Cools is going to cross at 5 seconds. These gaps are not decisive yet. Would you
No,
agree?
this is going to be a very close final. I think it's particular on this stage. I think we're going to see teams within 10 seconds come the final bit. Yeah, I think this is going to be very, very close.
If it was to end right now, it would be Ghostman, Basso, and Ibra in the medals. The Ghostman takes the new intermediate 15:38.
And we're heading into intermediate two here pretty shortly as well. Ibra with just 2 kilometers there. Not too much in this one. So it really be who was willing to use the most of their yellow bar here on this flat sector. Let's see what
Ben
Ibra's time looks like.
Nasser, ben Nasser is going to cross it now with 25:49, and Basso follows with 25:41. 7 seconds gap.
And Joe brought it back to 8 seconds. So good timings there. And Huli Cools now into fourth.
Wow, 18 seconds already starts to be a gap, so to speak. I don't know if it's decisive or not, but since this will be a close one, it might be. George, welcome.
Hello, and I can already see what you guys were talking about earlier about Basso and Ibra focusing on ITT instead of TTT.
Indeed.
Well, I knew Ibra would. I didn't know about Basso, but interesting to see them doing so well here, and the 3 UK guys all out basically at the same time, 2, 3, and 4. Interesting to see what those gaps will look like at the finish as
I
Ibra
didn't
goes into this
have
descent.
I didn't have any inside info, but I was pretty sure that if Basso would focus, it would probably just be on one of them, because he still also has three finals where I think he prizes them more because of his inability so far to win a gold medal in the three main disciplines and being a bottle job.
You're a bit harsh.
No, I think he would agree with me. I mean, he's probably
Yeah,
considered
huge.
the current best player or one of the best players of the moment, and he has bottle dropped his entire finals, not because of lack of skill, but a lot of his inability to do with pressure. I think this might be his year, though, and
Joe
Basso will
squeezes
be his.
between the two of them and is in second place. Joe's having an amazing night so far.
Joe is doing
Wow.
very, very well there. As we
France 3
see
is.
Hush also following through, but let's look at the finish. Through the banners, Ibra comes through with the best time. That is a good time. Basso
All
takes
the
him by
questions
4
still at
Four
seconds.
4 seconds.
seconds.
Tarling
Let's see
is
if
the
there's
one
Goes
that
Joe.
matters there for Joe. Not enough.
8 seconds.
But
And
Thomas for
who
Huli
will?
Cools.
Five
Slots right
seconds.
in between and Hush. New second
Ooh.
best
Second.
time.
Let's see Hillings. Let's see Hillings. Fifth place.
Snake with the late entry, likely to be in eighth there. No surprise. Tarling taking second. Oh, for Ghosty.
Oh,
What a very,
Postman.
very close thing. He was out of contention the whole time, but wow, there we go. We'll have to look at the final results.
Turns
See
back the
if
clock.
everything reads the same.
It's either an epic win or a devastating loss, but still a recovery into second place. And it's Basso confirmed. Joshua Charling for the Ghostman same time. Then we have Holy or Hush, I don't know. Who's France Tree, honestly. Then Ibra, then, oh, here we go. Basso, Ghosty, Hush, Ibra, Hooli, Hillings, Joe, Snake, and that's it. So, if it was to finish, it would be Basso, Ghostman, and Hush, with the tryharders of PCM UK not having the best of nights after stage one. How can this still change? I know there's 200 more points to be fought for, but it's not looking bad for at least Basso, and the Ghostman Niebuhr still has chances as well. Holy Cools and the others are starting to have some gaps to close.
I mean, the difference between 25 points and 5 points is a lot, but it's also less than the difference between first and second on any of these stages. So if somebody has the strategy that's going to be the winning one on stage one or two, or on stage two or three, uh, being down in the bottom there really isn't that big of a challenge. So we'll have to see, but I wouldn't really put any of these riders out of contention.
All right, so with that in mind, this one might actually be the most decisive stage because this one might already leave some of them out of contention. Would you guys agree?
I do. I think somebody who's not who hasn't scored 90 points after two stages will have no chance at a medal.
All right, and
Oh, sorry,
Basso
80,
looking
80
good.
points, 80 points, 80 points.
Basso looking good. Ghosty looking good. Out of nowhere comes, I think it was Hershey in the top three as well. Also looking very good. Now, if the others want to be in a closer fight for the last stage, not only do they need a win, they need to hope that some of these could actually have some more average results on this next stage. Would you agree, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're at the bottom of those standings, you are indeed looking at some of those best finishes and hoping that they don't know some information or don't have a strategy for this. It's a very, very long second stage here, as I think they are waiting for EMEA to
Emea,
join.
do something useful and join Sean. You were part of the casting committee with some of the guys that were preparing for this final. What are your insights on this second stage?
Not sure I want to get into too many of them now at the moment, but stage hasn't started. I think we're going to see, like on the third stage, there are again some undulations in that climb. Really managing your energy on the flatter sections will be important. And then knowing what to do when you die, I think is always the battle here in TTT and ITT. So it'll be seeing what happens when somebody runs out of yellow and red, which I do think there are going to be some riders who do before the top. I don't expect everybody to make it there. And yes, one rider only, please.
And do you have any indication of what to expect, give or take, in terms of final time from the tests you joined?
It's going to depend on the wind. We see some wind variations from about 3 kilometers an hour to about 40. So that's going to make a big difference. If I recall correctly, I expect the winner, no matter the situation, to be sub 137. Maybe I don't remember. It's been too long there, but I think it's going to be some very, very fast times. Um, Maybe, yeah. I think it's 116 is what I think people need to be worried about, or 136, whichever of those is closer to the finish time. I don't
There's
remember, but
one, and we know there is a six. That might actually be
one
useful for them.
136. It is 136. It's 136.
136 is an average of what I'm expected because we'll see how the strategies pay off, how the wind will interfere, and how the riders will kill themselves in the agony and fight for the gold.
The other thing I would say is that we should be paying attention to the times at the second check. Anybody who is under 1 hour at that second check, I think, is on route for a good time. Anybody short of that, maybe in the 1 minute 30, I think they're going to be outside of the top four.
How important is that pure climbing part for the actual final time? I mean, if we analyze it in pure time, not just how they managed the downhill afterwards, how important is that climbing piece there?
I think it's the most important sector from checkpoint one to checkpoint two. I think you can lose minutes if you do it incorrectly. I also think that there are sectors in the downhill where riders could lose 30 to 40 seconds from checkpoint two to checkpoint three and have exactly the same bars come checkpoint three. So the first sector I think is not that important, and the final sector not that important. But up and down the climb is where we're going to see people make the difference, I think.
They will either go into glory or heartbreak. There's no in between for some of these guys. They only focus on gold, but only one of them can be called the champion of the world this evening. And if you just joined us, tonight's first champion of the world was the legendary Huli Cools, recovering his throne on TTT. Congratulations, Huli. You are one of the evening's champions of the world.
Uh, Not sure why we have a pause here. I don't think a huge lag actually allows for a pause if we go check the rulebook. So I'm
Well,
not sure
if
what
we go check
the
the rule book, I would say that probably there's 5 minutes for them for possible technical failures, this being one, so I think it is allowed indeed.
there goes Benyoung. I apologize. Um,
Basso already complaining of the internet. This might not be good for him if the problem persists. We would like it not to persist so that we have everyone on equal grounds. Let's see how he deals with it.
And
I
I do
think
think,
Basso
Maya, while
just
you are paying
activated.
attention to the 78 medium mountain rider, they are not going to be too important there. I think we're going to be looking just at the 82s making the final difference. But I could be wrong. Maybe somebody has something I'm not aware of either. But I think we should be looking at our 82 riders once we get to
All
the
right.
finish.
We will be looking into them. George, you're going to say?
Yeah, it reminded me of previous years where Basso somehow managed to crash the lobby and stuff. It seems like Basso activated his hacks, so he can actually control his radar per pixel, whereas others can control it per meter. You never know.
Oh, we have hacking allegations already circulating from George. We will investigate them as soon as the race is over or as soon as we go into Mickey Mouse Land, whichever comes first.
See, and Basso, with his internet regardless, is still fastest at the first check. Um, as we
Rushing
look
out
at
25
the spider.
seconds. And we have Healings 25 seconds. Ooh, similar times there.
Those
Snake is going
are,
to do 25 seconds.
Ghosty again all the way to the top.
And I
I
would like
think,
to call this Orga a joke for allowing two riders with the same name. What the fuck, guys? What kind of Orga are you? UK motherfuckers. Get the fuck out of here and Orga properly, man. All right, back to more serious things. We do know that the Champions League Tarling with the Europe code letter is Ghostman, and the Great Britain one is Joe.
uh, tough to know exactly how everyone's going here as we see the rider of Basso really trying to catch the rider of Ibra. We'll have to see what is up with that strategy, what people have here on this TTT. Um, Again, please focus just on our 82s based on the gap I
Please
think they're
focus
gonna
on the
maybe.
82s, Emma, because I highly doubt the 78s will come into equation. But if they do, we would also have time to go back to them. All right, Joshua Tarling, this is the one from Joe Whiteley, and now we have Thomas. He's 25 seconds down from the first that I still think is one of 78, so that's not a big gap so far. Let's see how the gaps are affected in this climb. There we go, Ghostman. Let's see who's closest to the intermediate, man.
That would be Ibra.
All right. Ibra that is currently 26 seconds down from the first intermediate, like Sean said, and so far seems to be going well. This first intermediate might be irrelevant. I mean, we see some of the 82s, however, very close. That could be important. Other than that, first times were I think from still some 78s if I recall correctly.
Indeed. And is
So
that Ghosty who's made it in front? Oh no, okay. Take it back there. But we are seeing riders passing each other,
Ben
going
Nassau
too
as just
quickly to be able to tell exactly.
Ben
But
Nassau
Ibra seems to be on a tear now.
Yeah, Ben
Um,
Nasser actually doubled and left Master 77 in his wake, and Kubic is also doing that now.
and we see Ibra managing the flat section here, as well as Basso's riders going in and out due to his pacing. And there's Joe
Yep.
Whiteley catching up to the rider of Basso, and Basso flying in that sector.
Wow, Basso is looked to be gaining
Is
time,
he
and he
giving
forgot.
slipstream to himself?
And
I
going back to zero
don't.
and back up. Not sure what that strategy is there.
Is he
Um,
doing the bug with both of them? I don't know, man. It's so confusing.
I don't think he's doing the bug with his 77. I think that one is just going through. Um, and Basso complaining about the lag already again.
Oh
And
yeah,
there
no.
is
The fact
Ibra
that he's
up to the
passing
finish.
through his 77 is just coincidence to respond to George. There is no slipstream in time trial, but I think he was doing it with his 82. So hence the back and forth between his rider, his TT, and the 77. And there
And
goes Zebra.
59, 53. There, let's see if Basso is in contention at that 1 hour mark, as Hush is not, neither is Joshua
Oh,
Tarling.
oh,
Uli
Joshua
Cool's
Tarling
in
is 24
contention.
seconds down. That's Joe Whiteley's Tarling. That's already a mighty gap, and Hillings is 29.
He's in bad shape there. There's
Ghosty. Oh,
Ghosty
Ghosty leads. Ghosty leads.
and Snake in the mud. Again, he
Wow,
wasn't
literally.
wasn't
Yes,
prepared for this, so no challenges there. But good for him to show up and fight for it.
and
But
Snake is
it
in the
is
mud are the correct words there, but obviously, as Sean said, he was a last minute placement, so there aren't big expectations from him. But it's always fun to see Snake in a final, always a good guy to have.
Who did Snake replace?
Copy.
Oh,
And again, all positive thoughts out to Kopi for whatever is going on in the world for him today. But we now see Basso here on the descent. This descent is rather important. There are really some changes in the percentages, as well as you see some of those little bumps in the flatter section. It will really make a difference here if you know exactly how to plan for those, especially in the lag of an 8-man lobby, which I think we know in ITT can be a challenge.
Eber needs to try and get the win here after not being in the top three for the first stage. Ghostman is in the prime position here if you can keep that first spot. This seems to be the most important fight at the moment. Not sure where Basso is because I is fucking changing the time thingies when I was talking about it. Thank you.
But
So
Basso was in fourth. Yes, there we go.
right, so there's still only 18 seconds. Yes, he's still in the fight as well. And let's go to the third intermediate that, as Sean reminded us, might not be as decisive. It will be the last one. Not just obviously because it's the last one, but where all the final climbing of the day will be done. But
And
let's see.
here we
Ben
go. Let's
Nass's
see what
time
Iber's time. Yep.
23. And now
That should be
Kubic is
all
going
right.
to
He should be gaining on Basso. Basso on 14 seconds. Yep, that stays the same there. And Tarling from Joe Whiteley is the important rider. He is
19
also paying
seconds.
attention. Um,
Holy
Tomas
Coals
now in
is
third.
fourth now, and Hashi is going to be 18, so an
And,
improvement, small one, albeit for Hashi.
and look at all those
Killing.
folks right at the 18-second mark.
Oh,
So it's going to be very tough. Oh, Into second behind Ibra. That means this could still have a fight for that final stage as we now
Yelling
look at the
seems to
finish.
be out of it, just looking at the time split, as well as Snake, although that, as we explained why, isn't shocking.
But Ibra should be within just a couple kilometers, if I'm not mistaken.
Take us back to Ibra. Am I on the night yet? Okay, let's stay here until the end.
No
Because
wind that
Yep.
this is,
follows is great.
which is probably great for all of their strategies. Most of the
Mhm.
strategies, as we know, are planned without wind.
He should be coming into the finish here. Yep, there's the 1K to go banner. Let's see if my timing numbers were right at 136 or if I just made those up.
Crosses the banner, gets into the final kilometer, now 300 meters to go, and Ibra's going to make a 127.11.
137.11.
Oof.
It's looking slow there. Basso probably a little bit farther behind than he would like in
Oh,
second
but
20
Basso's 20 seconds
seconds.
down. Basso's 20 seconds down. He's not going to win the stage. Now let's see if Shirley can turn back. He cannot turn back the clock. And it's going to
Tomas
be
for who equals.
Tomas. Oof. And Hershey, 16.
Here
And
comes
it's Ghostman.
Ghosty. Oh, that was a different Ghosty, never mind.
Where's the Ghostman? There we
Here
go.
is Ghosty.
There he is.
And
In
he
his
First,
first
takes
boost here.
victory!
first.
Wow.
Wow. I
Wow.
think Ghostman. Uh,
Wow.
I need to see to remind myself of what was the intermediate time check because I don't remember who even won the first stage by this point. That's how much attention
It was
I can.
Basso.
Okay, that's how much I can put into my memory. And they may then send me an intermediate classification, so I'm just looking for it. So it was Basso, and I know Ghosty was in the podium somewhere. So it's looking good for the Ghost Man. I cannot find a freaking score to save my life. Wow, this Sorga sucks, man. I can't say this enough. So that was a tragedy for Ibra, only beaten by Ghostman at the end. And the fight for the Tunisian rider continues to be a steep one because he needed that stage win. Without it, I'm waiting to see the confirmation of the results. We will have the current ITT World Championship for the last ITT Envoys. That is Daniel Nico, the current ITT World Champion EMEA, because he only becomes former as soon as the last guy crosses the line in this final stage. So here we go. Ghostman, 170 points. It's looking good for Mighty Ghosty. 170 from the two stages. Then Basel 125, Ebro 105, and then out of the fight for goal, I would say are Hershey 85, Steve 75, Hillings 28, Joe Whiteley 28, and Snake in the massive absolute mud with 10 points. Welcome, Daniel Miko. Daniel Miko, I only hear zombies and robot ones at that. So let's see. Nope, still zombies.
Hello, I didn't
Uh,
listen your question. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, it's a terrible sound, and I thought mine was bad. Miko, have you been watching this final?
can you repeat? Sorry, I don't
Have
know
you
if
been watching?
it's me or not on my repeat. But can you repeat?
It's very, very hard to understand you currently. I was asking you if you have been watching this final.
Ah, the final. Oh wait, 13 kilometers TT. Lol, will be fun though. Enjoy.
From this answer, I understood lol, and I don't understand anything else.
I told you 13 kilometers TT.
Okay,
Will be fun.
sorry.
That's
Guys, let
easy.
me scream with
Ah,
Emea for a few seconds here, and take it from here.
Here we go, folks, heading into our final stage. I know we're having some challenges with our other commentators. Officially, the points after two stages, Ghosty with 170, Basso 125, and Ibra 105. They are the three in the medal positions. Hush in good spot in fourth, 85. Hooli Cool, 75. Hillings, 28. Joe Whiteley, 28. And Snake at 10. Those bottom three have no shot here, even if they win the stage, which is, of course, a possibility. We are waiting for Hush before the stage gets started, but this should be going to Ghosty unless he absolutely flops on this final 13 kilometers of the ITT World Cup final.
Guys, from what I'm seeing in these standings, it's looking like a three-man race here for the gold, but theoretically, Ghosty would need a mild stroke to lose this medal. Do you guys agree?
I agree with that. But it's gonna be quite close for the other two positions. I mean, Basso is in a great position there for a silver, but we have Huli, we have Hash, Healings even. Now Healings is too far behind, but we have Hashi, Brand, Huli, who are solid, really solid at time trial, and they could definitely fight for that second spot.
Let me put in context that when I say mild stroke, it would just take one of, for example, Basso would just need a win, and the Ghostman to be third, but Ibra
George,
would need
powerful
a
times for
bit
this
more
match.
than that. So he would need Ghosty to be fourth. So yeah, a mild stroke could be the only thing that steals Ghosty from a medal, but it is still possible that the other two could cause drama and steal it at the end. Guys, are you hyped? Stage 3 is here.
It also depends on luck, because we saw that Basso had some issues there. Nice start line.
Yeah, PCM. We love this game by its upcoming newest version, PCM 24 in Steam or any other digital platform near you, probably even in some retail stores. PCM 24 and Tour de France 24 are out June 6th. And obviously, these World Championships are sponsored by Cyanide and Nacon, making gamers around the world so happy with their amazing games.
Are you joking?
No, I'm reading the message from our sponsor, one of the best game makers of our current generation. I don't know why you're laughing. This is serious, bro. Bro, don't make me ban you. Come on. I'm speaking seriously here. We all know the quality
We
that
are
our game.
underway.
What? Sorry.
We are underway.
Oh, good, good.
Underway
There we
there.
go.
Yeah.
I was starting to lose my dignity.
It's a really nice start place, as you can see some really nice old stone buildings, really beautiful.
Yes. That's what I'm gonna say.
I mean, it's a flat section until the first intermediate, not much difference to be made.
Yes.
So to enjoy the natural habitat,
Yes. I'm assuming these 82 mountain guys will be the leaders here.
They will. It will be a race for the mountain riders. Yeah, this is for them. Yeah.
Okay.
As we see
So
Basso and Ibra getting started here, uh, and as well as Joe and our other finalists.
please turn to intermediate one, Emir, in your sidebar. Okay, thank you. And I assume it's going to be, as always, Ibra crossing the first intermediate with his Tunisian team. With
no, I think there's someone else.
I
It
mean,
will it
probably
will be
other,
uh, it will be Ibra out in front, but we see
yes,
lots of folks with extra riders here
other
on this
extra
stage.
riders. Yes, will cross first, but from the relevant ones, it will be Zadem. Ibra already climbing with
And
Yeah,
as you
it's
see, this
just
Zadem.
this
it's
is a
the
15
section.
this is a 15% section. Like this climb is absolutely no joke. Is going to be very slow times for a climb of this length. I think.
So
As we
you're
see
you're
Ibra.
implying that this climb is more serious than George's Legos, for example.
No,
I
never.
have never seen a Lego as important as this climb. As we see Ibra heading into the first checkpoint, it should be very tight there. Don't really know how to compare some of these things.
Okay, 17:30 for Sadem, and
That's
then
just
now we're gonna have
totally following
Julia.
Ibra.
It's 13
13
13
seconds here,
seconds.
and here
seconds.
comes Joe.
Mighty Christopher Froome
Joe
is
in
oh
second.
second.
But Sivakov also looks in good position. This could be for who? Oh, he's
Fourth.
not.
So
He is
But
close.
not.
Hush and Hillings.
Picard.
Hillings already catching Hush.
Fourth.
Jonas
Fourth for
Vigo.
Hillings.
Wow. Hillings knows he needs to win the stage to get even a
Let's
place
see.
maybe that
Eric
he was
Zabia.
proud of
Third
in
Okay,
only.
third.
good enough.
Wow,
Good
this
enough.
could be all she wrote for Ghostman if he can't fix it until the finish line, and if Basso was to win, for example. But still, early pickings. There's still the most important kilometers to go are now coming, and Zadam is already losing 21 seconds to Mighty Hillings. But let's see if things can still change or not. 2Ks.
Ghosty is in good position overall to get his gold medal, unless he sees Basso starting to overtake him, which is still possible in this last sector. It really depends on the flat in addition to the climb, and Hillings is flying.
Wow, Hillings definitely seems to have a good stretch for this, but let's see if it pans out at the finish line where it most matters.
It would have been great if we had an intermediate check here
Ibra
just to get
doing
this climb.
slipstream. Ibra cheating here, using his rider for slipstream. Cheating,
Oh,
cheating.
look
Call
at
me
him
Mr.
come
Right.
again. I'm telling you, there is slipstream that we don't know about.
No, there isn't, George. But if there is, please tell us when you find out. I know you will be doing tests tonight.
And here
Hell
comes
no.
Ibra here into the finish, one final kilometer, which is mostly flat and downhill.
There we go. His bars must be dying there. He's only on red at this point. He's going to cross at 35,
Not even
32.
red.
Oh, first
Ooh.
for Basso. Ghosty is in trouble. Ghost Man is in
Joe is in
trouble.
the front.
Or sorry, that is Joe right in
Oh,
front. Holy cools.
Ghost Man
And
is
a
safe.
second as well.
Ghost
Basso
Man
will
is
not
safe.
be the gold medalist.
Basso, you are not the champion of the world. And let's see if Healing sticks that time or not. Ooh, one
Oh,
second.
one
Joe is
second
still in the lead
down.
here.
Gabriel Xavier,
Oh,
let's
it matters on Ghosty. It matters on Ghosty. This is going to be
all eyes on Gabriel Xavier.
seventh.
Ooh.
Seventh, seventh. Oh, the
It's going
shock.
to be
Hang on a
Basso.
minute.
Basso might be. I need to do the math here. Actually, it might not be Basso.
Joe
It
It's
and
might
going to
be.
be.
Healings. Hang
It
on.
might be Joe
This is
Whiteley.
crazy, guys.
It won't be Joe Whiteley.
Didn't he win?
It's mathematically impossible for Joe
Basso
and
was.
Healings. So it's gonna be Ghosty, I believe. Still, it's gonna
It
be
is
Ghosty
Ghosty.
because
I'm
we
sorry.
have
I
the big
thought
gap.
thought we saw
I'm sorry,
Basso
not
coming in
Whiteley. I
third
was thinking
at the
about
finish.
the other race. Yes, it was either going to be Ghosty Basso or Ibra.
It is Ghosty.
It has to be
Oh,
Ghosty because the
well,
others
that's
didn't win.
our bronze medal. This was
Okay, Ghost Man, congratulations. You are the champion of the world. And the second place goes to Basso. And Joseph Whiteley saves himself because now he is not a top 10 ITTer of the world. He is not even a top 5 ITTer of the world. Congratulations, Joe Whiteley. Try harder. Motherfucker, you are top 3 of the world with the bronze medal.
wow. What a final climb. 0, 1, and 2 seconds there, making the difference. Hooli Cools 1 second better, and he takes the bronze.
He takes a bronze, and I am going to confirm that because the standings say Mighty Ghostman has 180 points, turning back the clock, going back to his very well known ITT and TTT days. This evening was in ITT, one of the legends of it. Then Basso 160, then Joseph Whiteley 128, Hulicles 125, the heartbreak. Ibra fifth 123, even bigger heartbreak. Hirsch sixth 110, Hillings 98, and Snake in the mud with 15. We're gonna have podium soon. We're gonna have the interviews afterwards. And in the meantime, guys, thoughts on the race? Guys, thoughts on the race?
Just,
I can announce the purchase. Hang on.
Fuck you.
that was just one hell of a race there at the finish. 0, 1, and 2 seconds, making the difference between all of the medals. Hooli Cools, if he takes just 2 second better, and gets the win, he's also in the silver position, not even the bronze. So it's nice to see something come down all the way to the finish. But wow, that was one hell of a close race there.
Drama at its best, and Ghosty wins it
Wow.
by 20 points. He could have lost it if Basso finished like a couple of positions ahead would have been enough. Didn't even need to win there, only like a second place. So drama, but
works out for the legendary Ghostman. Basso didn't get the gold he was probably searching for, and Joseph Whiteley unmudded himself in the last race to win it and take the bronze medal.
It's justice for Joe as well because it was really bad that the point system did not favor him at all, with victory awarding so many points in the TTT. But in this
I
case,
have to
the point
tell you, I
system
have to
favored
tell you,
him, and
George,
yeah.
I have to interrupt you because there is no justice in PCM Multi or the International Multiplayer Association. So there's only karma.
I will.
But you were saying that you think that third places should be awarded a bit more, or do should wins matter as much as they do,
No, I
George?
think the point
Considering
system is fair. It's just sometimes you can end up on the unlucky side with not scoring the big points that uh, the victory can give you. But in this case, he did get that victory, and although his first two races were pretty bad, he manages to squeeze in a medal just ahead of Hulikos and Ibra.
And I,
yes, sure.
when you look at the point scale for these, they're really set up for a 10-person final, and I think we would see differences even more for the victory mattering, and if we saw 10 folks here, and so obviously the lag would have been even worse for those complaining, but I think it would make the difference for someone like Joe who really struggled in 1 and 2, and maybe he um, gets a spot in third if there's more folks in those first lobbies. Maybe somebody else drops down and it's not quite so close in the TTT.
All right, guys. I'm gonna ask you to stick around for a bit more because after this, we will be moving to the interviews channel. But before, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the German national anthem to honor our champion of the world of ITT, the legendary Ghostman. All right, we are waiting back. We are waiting for Sean to be back here in the booth as we moved to a new room, and here he is. And again, congratulations to Ghostman. Ghosty, you are the champion of the world of ITT. And congratulations, Ghostman. That is another gold medal to your long and extensive trophy cabinet. Joseph Whiteley is joining us now for the interviews. Joe, you are not a top 10 ITTer of the world. You're not even a top 5 ITTer of the world. Congratulations, motherfucker. You're a top 3 ITTer of the world. First thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, first and second
Wow,
race.
you sound hyped, bro. You sound
Yeah,
really hyped.
I mean, I'll get to that. I mean, the first and second race, I didn't really play very well. TTT, I felt like I did quite well in TTT actually. I knew that was probably my best place to potentially win a medal. Yeah, I'm not really disappointed with the result in TTT, but then ITT, yeah, I mean, it feels like a bit of a cheated bronze medal, mainly because I know that Ibra would have won that last one and would have won gold if he didn't have a lag spike bug thing in the middle part of the stage, which kind of screwed his red bar. And the red bar is 100% the way to win that one. If you don't have it, you don't win. Simple as that. So yeah, it's a bit of a yeah. I get a bronze medal, but I know a teammate who should have won gold hasn't even come away with the medal because of something out of his control. So I can't be too happy, to be fair. I must admit.
That's
All
very
right.
honorable.
It is, but I mean, I get his point of view, obviously, especially being who it is. But at the end of the day, you still did your part. You won the stage. You don't know if he could have beat you or not. It's something we've never known, even though I'm guessing he will also had a very good strat.
No,
Or
I mean
will,
to be fair, he was what 11 seconds behind the win, and he literally had probably a bug that probably cost him about 20-30 seconds. So I mean, people can send their offline times all they want. I mean, if you finish within 13 seconds of the winner while having such a game-breaking bug, then it's pretty clear that you probably would have won the race. So yeah,
should we expect?
it feels a
So,
bit of a
sorry to interrupt you, but
yeah.
I need to ask a pertinent question to this. With this bug affecting one of the finalists, should we expect the Lexers to appeal this lobby and try maybe a case at court?
Doubt.
I mean, I want to joke
Okay.
about that, to be fair, but yeah, like I
I
said,
have to. I only joke about things I can't take serious, so there's that.
yeah, I mean, it just feels like a bit of a hollow bronze medal, to be
I'm
fair.
not joking about the Evers situation as such.
Yeah, no, I think I think it just sums up this game though in general, really. I don't-
So at the end
you
of
can
the
do
day, now
everything in your power to prepare yourself, and I mean even tonight with Basso getting second, I mean the game pretty much nearly destroyed his chances of getting a gold medal tonight in the second ITT, and then we see the game destroying Ibrahim's chances of getting a pretty much nailed on gold medal in the third one. It's just it's even though yes I have done a good performance to get third, you can't help but think it's a bit of a hollow victory when two people in the lobby who probably should have got gold medals didn't because of the game, not because of themselves, but because of the game, and I think
So
it sucks.
I'm gonna take the matter seriously now. Obviously, we already had our time for that during the actual stage. What you're obviously saying is that the heartbreak for your teammate actually outweighs any result, including the bronze medal that you had here.
Yeah, like I said, and like I was saying with Basso in the second TT, I mean, you've got someone there who probably would have also been up there for the gold medal, being denied because of the game. And I mean, when you play the game as much as I do, and it costs, two other people in your lobby. I mean, as much as it is like a solo event, you do kind of feel bad for them. I mean, Basso ended up getting silver anyway, but I think he'll probably say in his interview he probably could have got gold and probably should have if it wasn't for the game. So, like I said, it was a good performance from me, but you can't help but think it's a bit hollow when likely if the game was normal, you wouldn't have had any chances of getting a medal. So.
In my personal opinion, I always thought those are the ones that taste better, but to each its. Oh, no, I'm actually going to each its. So, Joseph, thank you for the candid words. Goals moving on now into the finals you still have left. And please don't say something like, I want to have fun. I'm not focused about a gold medal.
Well, I'm not
Because
gonna have fun because I'm playing PCM 23. Let's be real here, but no, it's what what day are we on? Friday, so what? Sunday's classics. Interesting lobby, interesting parkour. I'm sure it'll be funny for the viewers. I'm not sure about the players.
and don't
Um,
cry.
yeah, well, yeah. And then I think I have sprint, which looking at all the other competitors, I think it's a nailed on loss for me. So we'll see how I joke
I
around
still believe
in
you,
there.
Joe, for sprint. I still believe you for a maybe a top four.
And I still believe you're drunk, but that's my opinion. And then final event inline for me, so half decent parkour, I guess it's not the worst. I think a lot will be decided in that lobby by the overall battle. So again, I'm sure it'll be interesting for the viewers. Pretty stressful probably for the players. So
All right. Thank you, Joe, and congratulations. You are a top three and bronze medalist ITT of the world. Gonna see now, and stick around. We might talk to you later. I want to see if we can get Hulis now. I know Basso was here first, but Hulis has a smaller window to speak. So if you could hear him, Hulis, if you could accept the invite. Holy Cools, good evening. You are again the TTT champion of the world, and would you say that, like some of us did during the night, everything is now back to normal in the world?
Can you unmute Daniel Miko or
Yeah,
translate?
t'inquiète.
I don't think he's
As-
muted. Did someone mute him?
No, he's here. He's translating French.
Ah, okay.
So talk slowly, not too fast. You can go. You can ask the question again. If you need.
I don't understand anything he said. I'm not even kidding because
Told
it
you.
does not
No,
make any
no.
sense.
It's all right. You ask a question. Miko's going to translate it into
Yeah.
French for Huli. Huli's
No,
going to
no, I
answer in
know,
French.
but I hope Hulis can understand them because I'm not understanding anything.
No. So what were you going to ask, Sean?
Yes, I was asking Coolies. I was saying, first of all, congratulations. You are the TTT champion of the world. Would you say that everything is back to normal with you back in your throne?
En gros, on retourne à ta place, quoi. Je suis en train de mettre, je suis pas compris.
Ouais,
Qu'est-ce que t'en penses?
en gros, en fait, avec le nouveau système, je pensais pas qu'on serait aussi fort. Après, moi, j'ai beaucoup été aidé par Baba sur les TTT.
Ok,
Donc,
oui, Daniel, c'est ok. Je vais après la vidéo. Ah oui, Daniel, c'est
vas-y, vas-y.
he did not think he was so strong. He still has this PTT. Papa, tu te mets à voler. Donc, pour continuer, s'il te plaît.
Tu peux pas arrêter ton
I,
micro?
I didn't
Yeah,
really catch. I didn't catch what Miko said, but from my very, very basic French of what Huli said, I think he said something along the lines of he perfected the new system. He worked with Baba in the TTTs. I don't know if he mentioned ITTs as well, but he worked with Baba in the recons and yeah, something else that I couldn't catch. Yeah.
All right, Huli, were you also aiming for the gold medal in ITT, and what happened there that it did not come to be?
Les Basso, Costi, Ibra, Joe, des gros temps, great time. So it was impossible for me to win this.
Would you say that at the end of the day it came down to
But
just
but
better strategy from them?
I hope I will coming back next year for win ITT.
All right, Huli, congratulations once again. You are again the champion of the world, and best of luck,
Thanks.
Ali. Hope to see you back next year as well.
Yes. See you.
All right, see you, Basso. Condolences, you are not the champion of the world, but it could have been. It wasn't meant to be. Would you say that like screwed you?
I'm not gonna complain about the lag. I could have won. Well, not I couldn't have won, but I could have made sure that I won stage 3. So it's not like I'm super disappointed. If you ask me if I take silver medal before tonight from ITT, I would take it. So yeah, I'm fine with this. It was I think Tour is now the only road discipline where I don't have a medal in the World Cup. So
Which
I'll
one
try
tour
to
you said?
yeah. I'll try to change that
Okay.
this year. So yeah, ITT added to the collection even though it's not gold. I guess I'm fine with that.
you sound a
I,
bit with mixed feelings about tonight.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm sure you didn't have the best TTT final, but do you still have hopes for the overall victory?
I mean, I honestly think I'm in the best position right now. If you look at the disciplines, the my opponents have left. When you look like the four serious opponents, that's a three. Sorry, Ghosty, Joe, and Leo. Well, Ghosty only has Sprint left, where he could win. Obviously, like he had one of the best sprinters in the world, but he would still only be like 200 points ahead of me in that case, and I would still have 3 road finals to go. So and Leo also is out of classics, Joe is out of tour, so I think I'm honestly in a good position to fight for the overall. Even though the World Cup hasn't been bad so far per se, I think it could have been better if you asked me a week ago. But I'll try to make up for it in the last week. That's
I can always go better, Kadene, but yeah, you're looking good to me, and I hope you have a good shot at that overall victory because I know that you wanted it for a long time. So all the best, Paso.
yeah, thank you. It's like I said, it's not the main goal. The main goal will be the disciplines themselves. But obviously, like if we move forward to Wednesday and where I'm in a position where I can win it, I will definitely attempt to win it. So, but yeah, if honestly winning classics or tour or inline would be also pretty amazing. If I
Also,
if
you didn't win today, but I hope this didn't take away some of your motivation for the victory.
No, not really. I mean, I'm only 100 points behind with one more discipline to go on the main road. So it could have been worse. I'm looking forward to the finals. I'll have to take a break tomorrow because of well, I probably should have focused more on TTT than ITT, honestly. It would have probably given me more points, but it's fine. We take it. And
Well,
yeah,
still, it
well,
wasn't
uh,
bad.
yeah, it wasn't bad. I think my average placement was 3.5. Like if you average second and fifth, which is in the upper half of the lobby. So I guess it's fine. And
All right. Yes, Obasu, you're saying?
yep. So I'm looking forward to the finals, mainly the inline final, because it's my favorite discipline, and I think it's my best discipline as well, where I can gain the most points and perhaps win the gold medal there. So, like I said, I'll probably be a bit less active tomorrow to regain some breath and also some issues in the family. It's well, it is important, but it's not something that will prevent me from playing. So I hope to win. I have an exam on Wednesday from math from linear algebra, so I'll have to study and then play. So it'll be kind of interesting, but I hope I can still focus.
All right,
And
best of luck.
GG's to the winner. I'm happy for Ghosty and Hooli. And yeah, well, a bit of a shame that some players had external issues that they couldn't avoid, but that's the game. That always happens to someone. So I guess we just have to learn to take it.
All right, Basu. I hope that your personal business goes well. I hope also that this is your year, and best of luck for your finals ahead of you.
Thank you so much. I'm probably gonna leave now, so see ya.
All right, thank you for being here. Mighty
Feelings.
Healings. Mighty Healings, it was not meant to be for a medal, but you are still a top 10 T tier, IT tier of the world. Thoughts?
No, I just feel bad for Ibra who lost it on the last one. He was
I think
unfortunate,
we
but
all do. I think we all do, yeah.
it was his own mistake. Of course, it pretty much went. We all expected Basel to do amazing in the first one. I think I know where I did my mistake, so that's on me. The second one, not gonna lie, I had some trouble with lags, but in the end, I weren't good enough, so that's on me as well. The third one, well, that's just annoying because know I would win that, or Ibra would win that under normal conditions. But yeah,
Yeah, you were flying
It-
on that third one.
yeah, because yeah, me and Ibra had the best personal best, and like Hush wrote, 10 players in the final was too much, but that's the way it was, so we have to deal with it. I think I could do a bit better, really, but it wasn't a perfect day. GG to Joe to at least claiming a medal for PCM UK and probably his first ITT medal. I think I would like to think that me and Ibra has a lot of credit to that medal.
In the game of tryharders, it ended up being the legendaries Ghostman and Hoolies. Were you guys happy to see them win again?
Well, you can't be surprised to see Hooli being top 2 in the World Cup. That's a written.
Almost guaranteed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised to see Ghosty up there. I thought Basso would be the one from Luxus who did the best, but GG to Ghosty.
All right, Ibra. Sorry, Ibra. No, no, not Ibra. We were talking about Ibra Hillings. I hope we get also to see you next year at the World Championships. I hope you still have that hunger to do more and better in the next coming year.
Well, I find it soothing to try hard ITTs. So, but
As long as it's
next year I'm writing my bachelor's. I don't know if I'll have time.
well, let's hope you can find some time for it. In the meantime, best of luck for all your personal endeavors, such as that one, and all the things you set out to do, man. Best of luck, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
That was Mighty Hillings, one of the finalists of the night, one of the nicest guys of the community overall. Happy to see him in the final. Hoped he could do a bit better. We're always rooting for the good guys and for the guys that are our friends. Still, we had two deserving winners, two legends that come back to their thrones. That's always a good way to end a streaming night. And we have some GC updates, tells me Emma the 90th. Shoot, Emma, and I'll read them. Okay, we have road here. Okay. Yeah, let me know when I can go. Second has already gone by email, by the way. Okay, so current road GC reads as such. Bastel leading 850 points, Joseph Whiteley second 820, Daniel Miko third 781, Snake fourth 690, Leo Falandri fifth 620, Holycools sixth 513, Ghosty with 500 points in seventh, then Pompon, Hushi, and Twanu closing the top 10 with 385 points. Then we have Mendez, Mighty Swaxon, Tim, Ibra, Goga, and Alder closing top 15. Then Yanu, Agap, Guilherme, and Kingmaker closing the top 20. And in 21st, Andrew Walker from Russia, 206 points. We also have Barna, Frabo, and Benyon closing the top 25. Then Groot, Gabriel, Frogoshan, Copy, Niaz, then Mike Denley, Hilling, Stales, El Colombiano, Riverside, Captain Blind, Stein, Pixter, and Captain. No, sorry, Pixter and Stein closing the top 40, both in 39 and in 39. And then in 41 is the 41st position is DDSS22 from Spain with 45 points. And the overall solo dictates that I cannot. Oh, I can see, yes. Hardly, but there's a cut there, but I can see Joseph Whiteley is still leading with 1,131 points, 1,110 for Ghosty in second place. Third place, 1023 for Pasto. Then Leo Folandri, 1003 in fourth. Fifth place, Daniel Miko, 921. 789 for Snake in sixth. Seventh for Groot. Then Guilherme Hushby, Adox closing the top 10. Then we have Kingmaker, Swaxon, Hulicles, Mendez, and Alder closing top 15. And then we have Ibra, John Vino, Benyon, Pompon, and Agap from Ukraine with 407 points closing the top 20. And final, the situation Finally, situation in the overall the solo plus team. That is the one getting reserved prizes for the winners of this world championship in case of doubles. Joe Whiteley. Wait, didn't I just treat this, bro?
You did.
Right. That's the same screen. What are you talking about? It's the same screen. Of course, it's wrong. Emma. All right, this is the correct one. It dictates that Ghostman is leading 1,723.5 points, Basso second 1,636.5, then Joseph Whiteley 1,524, then Leo Falandri 1,519, Snake, Groot, Miko, Guilherme, Mendes, Hushi in the 10th spot. A good reminder that Ghostman, Guilherme, Adox, Holy Coles, John Vino, and Ben Young do not matter for this match because they already have guaranteed prizes because of their wins in solo disciplines. Then I was saying Hushi closing the top 10, then Swaxton, Kingmaker, Adox, Stada Moria, Hulikos closing the top 15, Ibra Tinley, John Vino, Ben Young, and Miru closing top 20, and 21st Floxing, then Tiho, and T2 23rd with 722.3 points. So only who wins this can say it's the true world champion, says Emea. Well, that's debatable. Tomorrow we will not be here for what? There's a tomorrow Saturday. Of course we won't be here. There's not even an exhibition event, and it's the Champions League final that we all want to see. So, quick look at our calendar tells us that I want Real to always lose as a Barcelona fan, so I will be rooting for Dortmund. First question for the chat, guys: are you rooting for Dortmund or Real? See if someone is still here with us to
Take a
answer.
Dortmund win.
What?
Chelsea.
Sorry.
Take a Dortmund win.
All right, George. Serious
Chelsea.
reply.
Oh,
Fuck you,
so you
Sean.
said Dortmund versus who?
Real Madrid.
Real.
Ooh, I'm gonna go for Dortmund.
That's the good guy, Sean. I don't know if you even watch football, but let us know. Is Sean here?
He's not in
Guess
the
not.
voice chat.
Oh, he already left. Okay, we have Dortmund, and George said Real, right?
No, Dortmund.
Said Dortmund as well. So everyone is Dortmund. What about you,
Real
Emea?
won way too many, so
Emea? Real says Emea. Of course, he always has to be a wanker. So we return Sunday, June 2nd for the Classics solo final. Then 3rd June, Monday, we have the Tour final. And then on Tuesday, we have the Sprint Final 8 and the Omnium final as well. And 5th June, Wednesday, all good things must come to an end, even the best world championships of all time, hosted by PCM UK, with the most prestigious final of them all, Inline Final 2045, Wednesday, June 5th. All good things will indeed come to an end, but before that, we will still have a few more world champions to crown from here to then. I want to thank George and Sean. I know you're still here, George. Thank you so much.
Madison Beer.
Miko as well. He tried to be here for as long as he could. He had some technical issues, but thank you, Daniel Miko. Thank you, Emma, even though you are annoying at times, but you always do this amazing work. Thank you to all our participants for being here and our viewers. We do this for you and wouldn't be here without you all, players, viewers, everyone. So join us Sunday for classics. And in the meantime, let's all keep in mind these were the World Championships, and tonight's champions of the world were Mighty Hooligans and the legendary Ghost Man. Have a good night, all, and see you all back here on Sunday.